It's important that we understand that the English language learners in our classroom can be very diverse. First of all, we might have some English language learners who are refugees. This is a picture of some refugees from Ukraine. A refugee is someone who has been forced to flee his or her own home because of war, violence, or persecution, often without warning. They're unable to return home unless and until conditions in their native lands are safe for them again. An official entity determines that they meet the definition of a refugee, and those who obtain refugee status are given protections under international laws. We also may have some students who are asylum seekers. Now, asylum seeker is someone who is also seeking international protection from dangers in his or her own country, home country, but whose claim for refugee status hasn't yet been determined legally. We also may have some students who are considered migrant. A migrant is someone who is moving from place to place within his or her country or across borders, usually for economic reasons such as seasonal work. Additionally, we might have some students who are immigrants. An immigrant is someone who makes a conscious decision to leave his or her own home and move to a foreign country with the intention of settling there. This is a picture from 1915 of some immigrants traveling on a ship and looking at the Statue of Liberty. And on the right, you'll see in the orange box that many came to the US because it was perceived as the land of economic opportunity. Fast forward to this was statistics from June of 2022, and now we have track immigration. You can look at the immigration detention quick facts. And this was today's top stories. There were 4 regarding the topic of immigration. In our district, we had a student who was having behavioral challenges, and when we dug a little deeper, we found out that he was worried about his dad being deported. And then I had a nonprofit agency come out to do an evening presentation for families about what their legal rights are. It'd be free legal help and what they should say if they if somebody from ICE came to their door, and they gave out little cards of exactly what they could say. But what was interesting about that was that, we had a sign-in sheet because we have to track parent attendance for compliance reasons. And they were very apprehensive to sign their name for fear of ICE and getting deported. There are legal protections for students with an immigrant background. Rule number 1, that they have the right to free public education, regardless of the immigration status. And 2, that schools can't share the personal information. In addition, some of our immigrants may be English language learners as well. So this orange box, just a few bullets about some of the compliance items or the obligations for school districts. With Title III, that is those are federal dollars that school districts get. And then the state transitional bilingual instructional program be the state dollars that districts get to support these learners. And just a few bullets, we have to identify and determine eligibility. There's parent notification requirements to make sure that we're providing a high quality, research-based language development program. There's monitoring and evaluation requirements and parent engagement requirements, and much more. How do English language learners or multilingual learners and different cultures add Well, some people may think that they struggle because they're learning a second language, but actually, they actually have proven to be, many of them have higher problem solving abilities, higher working memories, higher self-control. They have better adaptation skills and better conflict resolution skills. And that ends my presentation.